I thought people might be interested in some of our local news because I've got it here in English, and it's just to change something different, gives you an idea of what's being discussed. So we have COVID-19, critical condition for first paediatric coronavirus admission in Spain's Andalusia. I won't click into that one. We have jogger arrested for defying coronavirus lockdown in Malaga after pulling trousers down in front of police officers. Still hasn't tickled my fancy. 20-year-old dies from coronavirus on Costa del Sol as Spain's caseload surpasses 11,000. No, I've already seen that one. That's very sad. The young man had leukemia. Oh, here's a good one. Huge planes rescue trapped Norwegians on Spain's Costa del Sol amid coronavirus lockdown as Brits told no travel abroad. Norwegians have been rushing to Malaga airport in a bid to be taken back home amid the coronavirus pandemic. We did think about returning to the UK, but to be honest with you, at this stage, we've got too much here in that respect, and feel from our perspective we might be safer here, actually, just for the ability to, well, we have more square miles per person, simply population of 42 million and 5 times bigger than Great Britain, the actual space. It doesn't mean much because, you know, there's plus and minuses to every location in this scenario, and part of me, you know, would think that the UK is going to be a lot more civilized than Spain or parts of southern Europe, but at the same time, you know, we have access to food. We can walk out of here and pick food off the ground, off the plants, off the bushes, so there's that, and to me that's quite important. But anyway, by the by, we'll carry on with this. British woman dragged out of Tenerife swimming pool and arrested for ignoring coronavirus lockdown, and there's a picture of her here. Yep, she's a substantial lady, wearing a not so substantial two-piece bikini, being hauled away by a, looks like a Policia Nacional, and a man in a pair of Speedos. Well, there you go. Okay, other weather now. Snow, rain and temperature drops spark weather warnings across Spain amid ongoing coronavirus pandemic. I've got to say, it's freezing here. It was 30 Celsius in the sun yesterday, between 28 and 30. Tonight it is freezing. All the heaters are on, etc. So, yeah. We have Spain's 200 billion plan to aid autonomous employers and laid off workers through the coronavirus crisis, which is actually a piece of fantastic news, because that's a small weight off our mind. It means that a lot of people, or hopefully a lot of people, won't be hungry, but it still means the undesirables and people that aren't registered and live below the radar won't be receiving any of that 200 billion. And let's hope that something steps up. I've noticed the Red Cross here are starting to help families, which is brilliant. Again, you know, there's got to be some positives in this, and if this happens, but you have to question how long it'll last, and also simply the amount of displaced people in Europe at the moment. Yeah, anyway. So, fears internet and social media could collapse in Spain due to overusage during coronavirus lockdown. I'm going to click into that because I bet you any money that's a promotion for the good old 5G, because we know 5G's rolled out here in Malaga area, not where we are, but down on the coast. So if you allow me, I'm going to read the whole thing quickly. Internet and social media use have exploded in Spain as people begin a 15-day lockdown due to the pandemic. Operators warn today telecommunications networks, both fixed and mobile, have been experiencing a traffic explosion in recent days as a result of COVID-19, before asking that users ration their time online so that networks don't collapse. So there's that use of that word ration. I'm noticing that a lot as well. In general terms, traffic through IP networks has experienced increases of close to 40%, while mobile use has increased by 50% in calls and 25% in data, read a statement by Movistar, Orange, Vodafone, Group MásMóvil and Grupo Euskaltel. Likewise, traffic from instant messaging tools such as WhatsApp has multiplied by 5 in recent days. They also raised concerns that tomorrow will begin a week of nationwide working from home, which will likely place further strains on networks. The companies have asked people to prioritise internet access for teleworking or studying and save the streaming of video or gaming for the hours of least traffic. I sense social credit, a hint of social credit here as well, with your internet being watched and what you're using it for. And if other people need to study and you're playing a video game, for example, there you go, there's 5 points docked off for you, son. I'll carry on. It means if you follow the company's advice, you will have to resist the urge to stream Netflix all day. This, they said, will help maintain the quality of service in this new period of national self-isolation. This, they said, will help maintain the quality of service in this new period of national self-isolation. It's also advised to only download the documents you need and not to send large files if possible, whilst also encouraging use of the landline to make calls. Finally, the document reads, a rational and responsible use of networks will allow us all, service providers, companies and individuals, to ensure that we have quality communication in a sustainable way over time in a scenario of intensification of work and remote schooling that could last several weeks. Try several months. Cheers.